to the round. Werribee Central's playing host to the Belmont Lions. We're probably going to have a look at things on the defensive end this Saturday with our backline coach, one of our star defenders, guys. What's been the key to success so far this season?
Probably just working as a team. Like, we've got a specific plan for how we move the footy, and everyone's really bought into it. It's starting to work.
Yeah, definitely. I think it has taken a few weeks to sort of get going, and big adjustments between, sort of training at our home ground and only playing the 2 home games. So probably sort of did battle in the first few rounds just with some positioning and some field positioning and how we set up behind the footy. But, Jack being one of our leaders and one of the key linchpins in that back 6, we really think it's working really well now, really well.
Your match against Thompson, it was very hard for us tipsters prior to the match, but when we saw the scorecard, looks like you guys had your way. Do you reckon you've exceeded your expectations when it comes to playing those reigning grand finalists, or is there even more to come against your Belmonts and your East Geelongs?
Yeah, I think we have a bit. I don't think anyone expected us to come out on top by that much, but yeah, we're a pretty fit team, so if we keep at it, teams usually fall off eventually. So that's why we ran over the top of them a bit.
Yeah, I think certainly most people in the competition have been probably looking at the results and seeing that, we were in a almost similar situation last year, but all we are seriously doing at the moment is just concentrating on setting ourselves up for a real tilt in that second half. So a lot of our training has been sort of geared towards that, and look, it's full credit to the guys. The guys have really bought into what Prizza, myself and Nick have sort of set out early on in the pre-season, and full credit goes to them.
Yep. I know we had a goal kicker on one end for you guys, very strong back 6. There was also an addition with a VFL background that joined the side. Who was he and what was it like to play alongside him?
Daly Andrews, yeah, he's a great bloke. Played a really good game, only on 50% game time as well. So had a massive game for us, yeah, it was huge.
Would you like to see him in your colours throughout the year?
Yeah, I'd love it. It's great.
Yeah, I think Prizza's given Jimmy Allen a few subtle hints that, he was good without dominating, but yeah, I think every time he got it, he was class. And I think for our guys too, it gave them some real sort of belief about it is a high standard of footy that we are playing, and I think seeing Daly come into the rooms for the game, and he was an ultimate professional in how he prepared, and it was great to see him really embrace it, and all the feedback we got from him is he loved it. To come back to his junior club and play a senior game of football, it was something that he's going to hold very special to him.
I guess he'll be one for the Belmont Lions coaches to look at this Saturday. That's if he plays over here.
Yeah.
One player that won't be on the field, one of your key defenders. Let's have an injury update with Sutto.
Yeah, Josh, typical... or the lizard as we call him. He's got a bit of Nick Blakey about him. He'll love that. Absolutely hates being called a lizard, so that's why we said it. So he actually, in one of his sort of brave marking contests, just sort of come over the top of the pack and landed awkwardly on the back of his neck. And he's okay. Got a bit of bone bruising, so he'll miss this week and be back with a couple of weeks off, and be back after East Geelong.
Yeah.
So
you've gone through most of your away games. It's a great winning record. Is that a reflection, Steve, I'll ask you, on your coaching group? You got Stu, you got Reese, you got these co-captains that bring all this experience. Do you just feel like you walk that extra bit taller this season compared to others?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're set up a lot better week by week this year. We identify what teams' weaknesses are, what their strengths are, and we just know that before we go into a game. So it makes it a lot easier to go out there and do what we're supposed to.
Yeah. And lastly, what's the game plan this week, and how do we beat Belmont?
Well, I mean, I think they certainly put the score on the board early, and they did. We got the chocolates the first time we played them here, and then we went there and they played some really good footy. So it was interesting speaking to their coaches. We definitely identified them as a team that we thought could really improve. I think, I don't know, in terms of how to beat them, they seem to have recruited pretty well. But look, we're pretty confident if we bring our brand of footy to our home ground with our home supporters, and we're pretty confident that we'll get the job done.
It'll be a massive game this Saturday. If you can't make it up, you watch the live stream, but that aside, I reckon there'll be a big crowd, so best of luck to both of you.
Great, thanks very much.
Bobby, on you! That's right. That's what I'm going to play. Darcy, front and centre, mate. Front and centre, Darcy. Intensity to side, boys. He's got to carry through. Late, mate. Great work.
Where's Darcy? Darcy, get from the camera.
In front of the camera, Darcy. Really good efforts, boys.
Hey, laddie.
What we're fucking running over teams, yeah? All this extra work we're putting in, gotta be good.
So much to chase. Yeah, good.